Do not close this. Do not scroll. Do not let your finger touch that back button. This is not casual content meeting your feed. This is a spiritual interception meeting your mind at the exact second fear planned its next rehearsal. Listen to me carefully, beloved. This is not coincidence. This is not random. This is not the algorithm. I stepped into your timeline to stop a cycle that has been stealing your sleep, your voice, your joy. Hear me. The pattern you have called being prepared. The mental drill where you preview bad news, rehearse the phone call, imagine the loss, pre-live the apology you think you'll owe. This is not wisdom. It is not discernment. It is rehearsal. You have been practicing for pain that I never promised you. Catastrophizing is fear auditioning as a prophet, and every time you run the script, you sign its counterfeit contract. I cancel that contract now. This message is for a small number of people who are tired of bracing for impact more than they are living for promise. If that sentence just pierced you, do not argue with it. Obey it. Mark this moment as a line in the sand. Type these words right now as your first act of agreement. I will not rehearse fear. Do it now, not later. Put it in writing so your mind sees your decision and your spirit hears your yes. I am not scolding you. I am rescuing you from a ritual you did not know you were performing. You thought you were getting ahead of disappointment. In truth, disappointment was getting ahead of you. Today, that agreement breaks. I am cutting the script mid-scene, pulling you off that stage of imagined disasters and seating you in the reality of my care. Breathe. This interruption is mercy. You will not practice pain that isn't promised another minute. I saw the exact moment you braced for bad news and called it being realistic. I watched you pick up your phone with a sinking feeling before you even unlocked it, your chest tightening as if dread could arrive through a notification. I saw you over-explaining to someone you love, adding extra sentences you didn't need, trying to preempt disappointment you imagined on their face before they even formed a thought. I saw the way you scan rooms, searching faces for the first flicker of rejection, the way your mind turns one delayed reply into a courtroom where you stand trial for crimes you haven't committed. I was there at 3:17 a.m. when you woke with your heart racing and your breath short, bargaining with shadows. Beloved, none of that was me. If you just felt chills, that is confirmation. If your stomach dropped when I named your habit, that is confirmation. If your eyes stung or your jaw unclenched when I said over-explaining, that is confirmation. This is not coincidence. This is me putting language to the ache you have been carrying in secret. Hear me. What you have been calling realistic is often fear submitting a draft of your future and asking you to co-sign. Expecting the worst feels like control, but it is not control. It is surrendering your imagination to fear's counterfeit prophecy. You are not preparing, you are prophesying against yourself. That agreement ends now. Stay with me. Place your hand on your chest. Slow your inhale. Feel your own warmth under your palm. Breathe with me for 10 calm seconds. In and out. Again. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw release. I am here. Now hear the question I am placing in your spirit. When fear spikes, how do you break catastrophizing and return to trust fast? Not in hours. In minutes, I will teach you. But first, acknowledge this truth out loud where your ears can hear it. I will not let fear write my future. Good. Keep breathing. I am not exposing you to shame you. I am naming you to free you. Listen to me carefully, beloved. This is not just anxiety. This is a pattern engineered to target your trust. There is an assignment designed to keep you braced, guarded, suspicious, and exhausted, so you never settle into me. It is strategic, not random. Your file was not mislaid. Hell studied you. The enemy mapped your triggers like coordinates on a chart: silence in a conversation, a delayed reply, an unread message badge sitting like a red siren on your screen, a bank notification arriving when you are already thin, a body sensation you can't explain, a slight shift in someone's tone. He learned that a pause becomes a prophecy in your mind, that a ping can become a verdict, that a flutter in your chest can become a funeral in your imagination. This is warfare. Hear me. Fear is a counterfeit prophet. It preaches in what-ifs. It timestamps disaster. It spins timelines to steal today. What if the email tomorrow ends everything? What if the call on Friday confirms your worst thought? What if, by next month, you are alone? What if, in 3 months, the money runs dry? That voice counterfeits my cadence to gain your agreement. When you rehearse those scenarios, you are not preparing, you are partnering. That is why the spiral tightens even when nothing has happened yet. Your spirals are not proof you're weak. They are proof something is trying to steal your trust on purpose. Stop indicting yourself. You have been blaming yourself for not handling it better, calling your nervous system defective and your faith insufficient. That accusation is a lie from the pit of hell. You were trained by alarms. I am retraining you by presence. So listen closely. My strategy for you is not mere comfort. It is interruption. I am putting a tool in your mouth and a pattern in your hands. A minute's reset. Recognize the counterfeit. Renounce agreement. Replace the script and rest under my authority. Not hours, minutes. When that next spike hits, and it will try, I will teach you to break its sermon mid-sentence with a short, repeatable prayer that restores trust faster than fear can forecast. Stay attentive. Your mind will not be led by alarms. It will be led by me. Listen to me carefully, beloved. I am pulling back the disguise on 3 lies that have been dressing up as wisdom in your mind. They are polished. They sound responsible. They feel like maturity. But they are contracts with fear wearing a suit and tie. I break their power as I name them. Lie 1. If I expect pain, it won't hurt as much. False. Anticipation does not anesthetize, it multiplies. You bleed twice, once in imagination and once in reality. You rehearse grief as if cushions can be stitched from dread, but dread is a needle that keeps piercing. That is why you can't relax. That is why you overthink. That is why good news feels suspicious, because you already paid the price of loss before joy even knocked. Fear promises insulation. It delivers exhaustion. You are not protecting yourself. You are pre-wounding yourself. I cancel that ritual. Lie 2. If I imagine every outcome, I'm prepared. No, that is not preparation. That is imprisonment. Endless scenario building is mental bondage masquerading as maturity. It straps your attention to a spinning wheel and calls it stewardship. It floods your nervous system with alarms and then blames you for being jumpy. That is why sleep slips from you. That is why you reread messages. That is why silence screams. Control feels close, but it never arrives. Preparation gathers tools. Catastrophizing gathers torment. I separate them now. Lie 3. God is with me, but the worst is more likely. This is divided faith. Your mouth says trust while your mind writes tragedy scripts. Agreement split is authority lost. You cannot confess my presence and crown fear's forecast at the same time. That is why your prayers feel thin. That is why you brace even in blessing. That is why celebration feels dangerous. I am not a footnote to fear's story. I am the author of yours. Place your hand over your heart. Whisper this where your ears can hear it. I do not partner with fear. Again, slower. I do not partner with fear. Good. Feel the tremor loosen. Hear me. Catastrophizing is not preparation. It is agreement with fear's version of your future. Break agreement and trust returns. Minutes, not months. I am preparing your mouth for the prayer that will do it. Stay with me. Listen to me carefully, beloved. You do not wait out a spiral, you interrupt it. I am placing a minute's reset in your hands. A drill you will run the instant fear begins its sermon. 4 steps. Memorize them. Recognize. Renounce. Replace. Rest. This is not a suggestion. This is an instruction. Recognize. Catch the very first flicker. The shoulder creep toward your ears. The jaw tightening. The stomach drop. The mental movie beginning to play without your consent. The sudden urgency to fix everything, to check again, to craft the perfect reply, to scroll for a sign. Name it out loud the moment you notice it. I recognize this loop. This is fear rehearsing, not God leading. When you name the loop, you stop being cast in its script. Renounce. Break the contract immediately. Use your authority. Use your voice. Say it so your ears hear and your body follows. I cancel the assignment of dread over this moment. I break agreement with what-if narratives. I reject false prophecy and refuse rehearsal of ruin. I revoke permission for fear to use my imagination. Under the authority of the one who keeps me, I close every open door to panic now. Speak it with firmness. Agreement unspoken is agreement unbroken. Replace. Do not leave a vacuum. Fill it with truth. Speak anchors, not atmospheres. Declare, the Lord is my keeper. I am watched and I am held. The Lord is my provider. I do not lack what I need today. The Lord is my defender. No weapon formed against me will prosper. Peace stands guard over my heart and mind like soldiers at the gate. My times are in God's hands. Goodness and mercy are following me even now. Truth is not wallpaper. It is a new authority for your mind to follow. Rest. Now obey calm. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw, breathe slow, refuse to reopen the scene. Take the next faithful step only. Send the one honest message you can send. Do the one task in front of you. Drink the water. Keep your appointment. Trust is not passive. It is disciplined refusal to rehearse disaster while choosing simple obedience. Run this pattern as often as needed. Minutes, not months. I will meet you in it every time. Do not move past this. Sit up. Open your hands like you are receiving, not begging. Lift your chin. Breathe. This will take minutes, not months. You must speak out loud so your ears hear, your body obeys, and your mind gains a new authority to follow. I am here. Repeat after me, but make it yours. Recognition. Say, I confess the pattern plainly. I have been expecting the worst. I have rehearsed pain that was never promised. I have called fear being realistic, and I have let dread write drafts of my future. I bring this into the light now. I see it. I name it. It ends here. Renunciation. Say, I renounce agreement with fear, dread, suspicion, and doom. I cancel every demonic forecast and counterfeit prophecy over my life. I break covenant with the what-if narrative and revoke its license to use my imagination. Under heaven's authority, I shut every open door to panic, and I lift off the weight of false responsibility. I am not owned by alarms. I am led by God. Replacement. Say, the Lord is my keeper, watching, shielding, near. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not lack wisdom, provision, or timing. The Lord is my shield. No weapon formed against me will prosper. Peace is my inheritance, not my exception. I receive guidance for the next faithful step. Illuminate it now, and I will obey it. Rest. Say, calm my nervous system, steady my mind, restore my sleep. Let peace that surpasses understanding stand guard at my heart's gates. I yield the outcomes and receive presence. I choose trust, and trust chooses me back. It is so. Now obey this final instruction to seal it. Type, "I receive trust," and 1111 as your covenant mark in time. Do it now, not later. This is not the algorithm. This is agreement. I decree and declare. Anxiety dissolves, trust returns, peace governs your thoughts, and this reset will answer every spike within minutes. So be it. Listen to me carefully, beloved. The first thing that often happens after you pray is not a new problem. It is fear trying to reclaim agreement. Do not be surprised. Do not call it proof that nothing changed. This is counterattack, and I am arming you to keep what you just received. Counterattack 1. Urgency. A sudden push shouts, "Fix it now or it's over." The clock will feel loud. Your fingers will itch to send the extra message. Make the hasty purchase. Accept the wrong terms. Rehearse the defense. Stop. Slow your body before you move your mouth. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders. Put both feet on the ground. You will not make panic decisions. Delay the decision until peace returns. Ask only, what is the next faithful step, not the fastest one? Say out loud, now and every time, this one-line decree: I do not rehearse fear. I rest in God's care. Counterattack 2. False signs. A delayed text, a short reply, silence that feels heavy, a flutter in your chest, a minor dip in your account. Fear will parade them as confirmation that your worst prediction was right. Refuse its commentary. Facts are not forecasts. Data is not destiny. If you do not know, do not narrate. Return to the decree. I do not rehearse fear. I rest in God's care. Then apply the minute's reset and take the single obedient step in front of you. Counterattack 3. Shame. The whisper says, you prayed, but you still feel anxious, so it didn't work. That is a lie. Sensation is not mastery. It is a signal. A spike after prayer is not defeat. It is an invitation to reapply the reset. You are not back at zero. You are building muscle. Peace is practiced. Trust is trained. Every refusal to feed the loop starves it. Each time you speak truth, the spiral shortens. Each time you choose rest over rehearsal, agreement shifts further toward me. Say the decree now 3 times with breath and authority. I do not rehearse fear. I rest in God's care. Again, again. Good. Hold your ground. I will hold you. Listen to me carefully, beloved. Mercy is about to keep time with your days. Not vague, not someday, timed. As you stop rehearsing disaster and reapply the reset, I will retrain your nervous system to recognize peace as normal again. General prophecy does not activate faith. Specific focus does, so I set markers for you. Within 48 hours, you will notice a measurable internal shift. It may be the first unbroken stretch of sleep you have had in weeks. It may be that your appetite steadies, your chest quiets, your checking habit slows, your baseline calm returns in pockets that surprise you. This is not a lottery win. This is a pattern breaking. Your body will learn that alarms are not the authority. Within 9 days, decision-making will clear. Knots will separate. You will choose the next faithful step without needing to pre-defend it with 10 anxious sentences. The compulsion to rush will loosen its grip. Peace will become the test for timing, not panic. You will feel guided instead of shoved. Within 21 days, a relationship line will soften. A text that once triggered dread will land without a spiral. A conversation will carry clarity and kindness where confusion used to sit. You will find yourself listening longer, accusing less, interpreting silence with mercy instead of suspicion. The air between you and another will change temperature. Within 30 days, a tangible opening will appear, an aligned resource, a schedule shift, a clarifying yes or no, an opportunity that matches obedience rather than ego, not spectacle, stewardship, a door you can walk through with peace in your gate. Write this down right now. 48 hours/9 days/21 days/30 days. Date it. Leave space under each. Each evening, note what changed, even 1 degree. Sleep minutes, appetite cues, number of times you checked, speed of spiral, tone of a reply, a door that cracked open. This is not superstition. This is attention training. What you track, you keep. If a day is quiet, do not panic. Reapply the reset, record the refusal to rehearse, and keep moving. You are being rewired by mercy. Last instruction, become a conduit. Share this with one person who lives braced for impact. Do it within the next hour. When you deliver peace, you deepen your own. I decree your system remembers safety, your reflex becomes rest, and suspicion yields to trust, on time. Listen to me carefully, beloved. I am renaming you now. You have worn worst-case thinker like armor, but it was forged in a battlefield I am pulling you out of. You are not the one who braces. You are the one who trusts. You are not hypervigilant. You are led. You are not bracing. You are building. I write it over you with authority. Peace carrier. Atmosphere setter, one who moves at the pace of presence, not the pace of panic. This is not a motivational upgrade. This is a transfer of identity. Honor the origin and then release it. Expecting the worst was once survival. You learned it in rooms where tone changed fast, where money was thin, where silence meant danger, where news often hurt. Your nervous system stitched a blanket from alarms and hid beneath it. I see that child. I bless their ingenuity. But hear me, under my care, that blanket is no longer necessary. You can hand me the shield made of guesses. You can set down the helmet made of what if. I will not leave you uncovered. I cover you myself. You lived on alert. Now you live on assignment. Fear used to set your schedule with phantom deadlines and false emergencies. That stops. I set your cadence. Peace becomes your calendar. You do the next faithful step, not the next frantic one. You listen longer. You ask for wisdom. You move when peace says move. You pause when peace says wait, and you refuse to justify, either to dread. Now make the declaration out loud so your mouth instructs your mind and your body follows your spirit. Say it slowly, 3 times. I am not fear-led. I am spirit-led. I am kept. Again. Again. Good. Feel the handover happening. Agreement is transferring. Your imagination, once leased to fear, is under new management. I decree and declare over you. Your reflex is rest, your forecast is favor, your foundation is keptness. You will walk into rooms and the temperature will drop from anxious to steady because you carry governance, not guesswork. You will not brace when the phone rings, you will breathe. You will not police every silence, you will practice presence. This is who you are now. Led. To hold this, we will seal it as a daily ritual you can replay in 60 seconds every time fear spikes. When the siren starts, you will not rehearse the old name. You will re-say the new one and reseat your trust. Prepare your heart. We will seal it next. Listen to me carefully, beloved. We seal it now. Peace is not a personality trait. It is a practiced covenant you can activate in under a minute. This is the 60-second replay you will run every single time the siren starts. If you want this to work, do what I instruct. Obedience determines altitude. Do not edit this. Do not add extra sentences. Do it exactly as given and do it out loud. First, recognize. Exhale slowly and say, stop. Again, exhale and, with authority, stop. Second, renounce. Say, I renounce fear. Let your voice carry it. Feel agreement break as sound leaves your mouth. Third, replace. Say, God is keeping me. Let those words sit like weight in your chest. Let them govern the room. Fourth, rest. Say, I rest. Drop your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Breathe. Repeat these 4 lines as your full minute. Stop. I renounce fear. God is keeping me. I rest. You are not negotiating with panic. You are replacing its prophecy. 1 minute, every spike without fail. Now seal it with obedience that matches your mouth. Hit like as your yes agreement in public. Comment as covenant. Type I am kept and 1111 to mark this moment in time. Subscribe to stay under a consistent word so your mind has steady governance, not sporadic pep talks. Share this with one person who lives braced. When you become a conduit, the flow through you increases in you. This is not the algorithm, this is alignment. Hear me, your breakthrough is not for sale, but if you feel a holy nudge, sow a seed as faith before sight, small or large, as led, not to buy a miracle, but to anchor your yes in action. If there is no prompting, do not force it. Obedience, not pressure. When the spike hits, replay this and run the minute. The reset strengthens with repetition. Every time you practice it, the spiral shortens, the recovery quickens, and peace becomes your reflex. I decree and declare, your 60 seconds will outrun fear's forecast. Your covenant will hold, and trust will guard your mind on demand. So be it. Listen to me carefully, beloved. You stand under decree. I raise my hand over your mind, and I speak it now. Anxiety dissolves, dread breaks, confusion clears, sleep returns, breathing steadies, heart rate calms, jaw unclenches, shoulders drop, stomach settles, the loop loosens, the grip releases, the storm inside goes quiet. I set guards at the gates of your thoughts. Every intrusive what-if is intercepted and disarmed. Every doom loop loses momentum and dies mid-sentence. Every fear script is canceled and replaced with truth. Your imagination is repossessed by peace. Your attention is reclaimed by trust. Your body remembers safety. Your nights are ruled by rest, not rehearsal. Your mornings wake to mercy, not dread. Hear the blessing I lay upon you now. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Peace within your thoughts. Peace within your sleep. Peace within your decisions. Peace that guards you like sentries around a city. I commission you. You will be the calm in the storm, the steady in the swirl, the anchor in the anxious room. Wisdom replaces worry. Discernment replaces suspicion. Patience replaces panic. You will listen longer and accuse less. You will move at the pace of presence, not the pace of pressure. Your yes will be clean and your no will be kind. You will be known not for bracing but for trusting, not for forecasting ruin but for carrying rest. Now obey to seal what I have spoken. Type 1111 and I receive trust as your public agreement. Do it now, not later. Then in 48 hours return and testify what shifted, the sleep, the breath, the spiral that shortened. This is not performance, this is covenant maintenance. You leave this moment under decree. Fear no longer writes your future, God does. I decree and declare it established, guarded, and growing. Peace governs you, trust keeps you, so be it.